collection plate, y'all. Collect. Give me money.
Pass it around. We need some on the building fund.
We do.
We need some on the children's ministry.
Put it on.
We need some on the deacon board ministry. We need some on the field trip ministry. Just making shit up. I don't know nothing about church. But hey, put some in there.
But you're accurate, though. You are very accurate.
Oh, those are right.
The building fund.
Yeah, I learned some terms from being around country people.
The parishioners.
Sick and shut in. Altar call. Are those resonating? I think
pretty much. Yeah, you got that about right. Yeah, you.
All right. Okay.
I'm talking like I'm an expert on the church. Like I don't know. I know what I know because my family goes to church and they do all that stuff. I remember when I was little, and my grandpa used to he would put his tithes and they would come in little envelopes, so that way people wouldn't. They were secure about their money. See, white folks like to be secure with their fucking money. When they pass that basket, they give you.
Look at his little humble brag. He went to church with white folks.
Well, I say that, but I'm from Louisiana, y'all. So when I say white folks, they ain't really white. They just light skinned. They light skinned. They ain't white folks. They light skinned. Don't let that fool you. And some of the motherfuckers, they black. Half the white folks are blacker than the black folks. So
yeah,
we talk about some country ass people, and I love them to death. I do, except half those bastards that I came for. Like, what's that old bitch and a half named Landry?
I guess it's time. Again, we're dropping right on into the collect, huh?
Show the fuck will, because I'm starting a new trend, y'all. Where when I'm in the bathroom, and some people read newspapers and doom scroll. I just like I'm enjoying, talking shit on the comments of other people because it's fun. I'm like, okay, especially the one.
How your ass got banned last time.
That's true, but this time around, look, I only, I go back and check. I go back and check who's actually real people, and who's the bots. Because little known fact, if y'all don't know how to spot a bot, go and click on them. Look at their profile. If it says that they got over 1,000 something comments and they only got 30 friends, bot.
Yeah.
If it says that they're from here, if they're from the U.S., but the location says Zimbabwe, it's a bot. If it says Israel, it's a bot. If it says Caracas, India, it's a bot. Kashi, bot. They're all bots. So stop. Before y'all get all heated in the chest about some of these people, half these people don't know how to actually speak the language they're speaking in. They have no fucking clue. They're literally copying, pasting stuff and just pressing the send button. They gotta and you can always tell who the people are because it sounds like they copy pasted it out of a Twitter feed of another MAGA conservative. Because you're like, well, that don't really sound that right, and MAGA moved on from that terminology. So, oh yeah, you ain't from here, boo. Because if you know anything about MAGA Republicans, they do like to spit the same things over and over again, but they never come out the same way. So if you're gonna bot us, then
the MAGA people are hard to keep up with because they continually are moving the goalposts.
They always moving the goalposts.
When you think they are on one position, they done let their habitual line stepper push them further and further out of their fucking value systems and their morals. So it's really hard to follow them.
Exactly, because I can't. So I've been enjoying myself with with some.
Who you been reading? Who you been fucking up in the comments?
Let me go ahead and pull this up so we can have story time. It's story time. It is story time because I come for the. I was like, what, come for me, I'll come for you, but I'm better at it.
Take a look. It's in a book. It's a reading rainbow. Reading rainbow.
I will read you anywhere.
Take a look. It's in the comments.
In the comments, boo. It is in the comments. And so speaking of, which one do I want to go to? Because I did a lot of them. Do I want to go through the one for Jasmine Crockett, or do I want to go at because that one was fun. I did that one for Jasmine Crockett. I also did one little short one for Dum Dum Diddy. I forgot what's his name. Governor Jeff Landry of Louisiana. Oh, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let me go ahead and pull that one up because I enjoyed that one rather much. Nobody responded back because they probably was doing oop.
And
they were like, oh. I was like, I said it. I fucking said it, and I'm okay with what I said. I said what I fucking said, and I won't take it back.
What's it? Is that Governor Jay Pritzker's invoice for getting the tariffs back?
No. You know what? I didn't respond. I didn't comment on that one. I wish I would have, but this is in response of. Hold on. What? Let's see. Where this bitch decides that he's talking about like this formal request that every let's see, he's talking about Louisiana is done with woke DEI policies. Administration against any student will not be tolerated. This issue began under the previous administration, and we're fixing it. And so he put this whole entire thing out. So I went ahead and responded directly to his ass, and I said, like I said before, I'm that one, and I'm that one. So if you're gonna put it out there, I will gladly go ahead and give you. You put it out there, then I'm going to go ahead and collect and gather you together, because that's the thing to do. It's a neighborhood. I said, man, let's be super honest here, Governor Louisiana. They said Louisiana government has perfected oppression and racism and sexism since the beginning. I was born and raised there in 1983. My family still lives there, and nothing has changed. Y'all still think the problems are people of color. The philosophy has always been, if you can't beat them, cheat them. You have gone out of your way to keep the state on its knees while your counterparts keep children on their knees praying to the private altars of their perverted adults.
Ooh, fire.
Where's the lie?
Somebody's
Where's the lie?
Red.
And where's the lie? Because I didn't find it. I didn't find it at all.
So Louisiana is just it's very low on the list of everything, right?
It is. It is, and it's sad because my family. I think that I have been on that receiving end of diminishing my value, and very much as a person of color there. And I'm not going to lay it all on the shoulders of Louisiana, because again, there were some amazing heroes in my life, and that despite of everything the government has not done for its own state, my family, my teachers, my friends of friends made sure that I am the man I am today, because they understood what needed to be done to raise its own people, to uplift its own people, despite of what the state wasn't doing for them, because the state never did anything for them, ever. Every time they try to do something, they call us every which thing but the child of God. But they're the first ones who be the pedophiles in the altar.
Yeah.
Okay. So next item for forbids, because I decided to have some fun with this one. This is somebody put up here, one word describe Jasmine Crockett. So one person says start with C and ends with unt. And I responded, I said, coming from an unseasoned, ashy, dirty leg, common sense deprived bitch.
Dirty
leg. Oops. Then my next one is no words needed, and he put a GIF up. And I was like, sir, why are you posting your high school acting GIF? The scale has given up on you. And then another one was, let's see, what did I say? Somebody said good one, whatever, and then said I got nothing. And I responded, is that what your teacher wrote on your test in school? Then my next one, it's like, wig or weave, you choose. I said, bro, you look like your fupa stank.
Oh no.
Told you when I have time. Yeah, that's how I told you. If you're going to put it out there, I'm going to put it out there too. Put your pudding cup out there, y'all. I'm here for the shit, especially when I'm in the bathroom. I'm here for it. Another one says, give up that language.
Shit on the shitter.
Exactly. And one person said, I give up that I gave up that language for Lent. I was like, it looks like you gave up on the sun. I was like, did you give up the sun away for Lent? Another one's okay. I think that was all of them. So I did another one because I'm again things Fernando do while he's in the bathroom. And this is in response to some people who was making comments about Don Lemon's arraignment, and and so.
Oh, was this the picture of his white man coming to bail him out?
Well, no, this is not when Tim built it. This is when he went to his arraignment for it. So, and somebody says he is guilty as sin. He organized that.
Guilty of what, girl? Of
Child,
what?
like you know what? And I said, and so my response was, "Shut your dirty leg, unseasoned ass up."
Oh man, yeah, did you get that from that lady with the talking
I
head,
sure
with
did.
the talking statue?
I sure did.
Y'all
And
want something from the store?
I was this, this other woman said
Oh, that
guilty,
tickles me.
and I said just like your. I was like just like your friends who don't like you. It says guilty as charged. Throw the book at him. I said someone should throw a bar of soap at you.
Ooh.
Somebody else said lemon. I would gladly go to prison because well you know. I'm like okay.
Well, I
I
get
said and
it.
I said
Look, that's why her husband when they got him like, don't be putting my man around all that temptation.
and I responded with and you will go to Epstein Island because
Well,
you know since we talk about destinations, like know where you'll be at. One said, need to add a third charge to Don Lemon's incident impersonating a journalist. I said, why does your
no,
face look abandoned?
all right, yeah.
Like somebody else said, always the race card. I said, what has your race have done besides be bland? And what is the next one I said? Somebody says race car again, lemon, huh? And I responded, no, it's what you do when you run out of talent and purpose. Don't play with me. I got this all day. Race car, you can go ahead and sit all the way down because you're never gonna win with me. ChatGPT wrote that for him. I said, no, ChatGPT should have wrote you some purpose and how to wash your legs.
Frying them with them dirty legs.
Another person said he wants to have a legacy. I said, because yours is almost buried? Don't come with me. I was like, I'm telling you. He said, is he a pitcher or a catcher? And I said, why? You want some?
I know that right. Why you inquiring?
Yeah, I was like, this woman said, but he bends over. I said, because you can't.
Ooh.
And then she wanted to come for some more. I said, and she said, I could. She said, if I could, I sure wouldn't be packing fudge. I said, and I responded, you mean could, spelling. If you knew how to clean your ass, then you could, you shitty stool softener.
Ooh.
I'm like, don't play with me. I told you, I got like when I'm in the bathroom, I like this facilitates release for me. Somebody says, don't forget the flaming gay card as well. And I say, yes, he's hot and you are in a visual struggle.
A mess.
I was like, and you are in a visual struggle. I'm like, so that's all for today for Fernando's share.
That's all for Fernando's reading rainbow.
I'm like, try your luck with me. I was like, you know what? And I have plenty more. Like I have ones where I came for a family member online. I was like, nobody is safe. I do not mind coming for you while I'm in the shitter. I'm okay with that. You can go ahead. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, I'm in the bathroom. By the time I leave this bathroom, I forgot about what I just said. And I don't care. I said these comments went to the same place that my shit went, down the drain.
Down the toilet.
I do not take this serious. I don't care to take it serious. I don't know why you think I should take this serious. girl, bye, girl,
What
bye.
a
So,
mess.
what a fucking mess. And speaking of, what are you got? What is wrong with what's going on when oh yeah, that's right, you went on a trip, bitch, and St.
Mm-hmm.
Croix, and tell me about that, girl. What like?
Yeah,
Cause
yeah,
I'll be,
yeah. Went
you
on.
know, your jet setting ass be always somewhere, so
Well, yeah, I
I'll be
got a
living.
problem with being at home. I do make the surroundings so very nice, but it gets it's a little boring up in here, so we got to get on the road. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I went to St. Croix this past weekend. It's really nice. Cute little island. Had
How
to
was the
use
weather?
my Delta companion pass from my Platinum Amex.
Just she,
Uh,
mm,
uh, but no,
Bougetta,
me and
over
my
here.
homegirl. What you say?
The Bougetta over here.
Oh, well, a little something like that. So I just want to go and do hood rat shit with my hood rat friends. That's all.
That's all. And then ain't
That's
nothing
all.
wrong. It ain't fucking nothing. And there's nothing wrong with that, baby.
That's all. But yeah,
What-
we went on down to St. Croix. The criteria was okay. Well, where can we go? That's was inside the United States that we can get to and back within a long weekend and don't have to take no time off from work. So, and it was somewhere that we haven't been before. So, that easily sounds like Puerto Rico, which, you know, which probably should have went to Puerto Rico,
Why
honestly.
is that? Why's that?
But hmm,
Why you feel like you should have went there instead?
what? I mean, because have you seen Puerto Ricans? My God, are they fine?
I know they fine, but you know what? I never had.
My
My
God.
luck would be these motherfuckers are like I don't know why I get the crazy ones.
No. Well, girl, I'm only there for 4 days and 3 nights. So you can be crazy if you want to, but I will be gone before the crazy can take hold.
But
So
you know, like my luck, bitch. You've traveled with me. You know my motherfucking luck. I can't like you
yes,
know
I
how hard.
have traveled with you. It is not fun being the other black in the same proximity with you on these proximity related motherfucking hoe apps. Like it is not fun. Thank you very much.
I, my fucking luck is that I just want to hook up. I just look. I, I've
Hmm.
said this more than once. I got this nut. You got that butt, or do you got some nut? Because I got this butt. It is ready. It's receiving and it's able. However, comma, why do they all want to take me out on dates? I'm like, I don't live here, sir. What are we gonna do? Like, no, I'm not doing long distance relationship. I don't do long distance. It's not working for me. I'm like, you know what? I like my space, but I like to be able to be under the person that I'm with. And like, maybe if I was a Sex in the City, kind of bitch, where I had money, where I could just fly back and forth on a whim, like those bitches would do. Like one scene they at home, the next scene they're not in the Maldives or some shit. And I'm like,
Oh, that
I don't have
sounds
Sarah Jessica Parker money.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't have that in my bank account right now. So for right now, we're not doing the long distance,
I
but
hear that.
I appreciate that you guys want to, ring my hotline and put some, and put some permanent ink on me,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah,
anyway.
no, what's it? What was this place? Seaside Market and Deli. Shout out to y'all. them sandwiches we got from there to take to the beach. Bussin'.
Yeah.
Goddamn dessert case. Bussin'. If y'all over in St. Croix and y'all finna go to the beach, go on slide through there. That shit's expensive as the fuck. But it is well worthy of your beach sack for fucking sure. Um,
Mm.
whatever. My homegirl was just obsessed with the hot food section. Like I was like,
Mm.
hey, I ain't never really been a fan of like grocery store deli hot food stuff. So, but she said it was good.
Okay,
And
sure.
that I'm telling you, them sandwiches on that fresh made bread busts. they bust. I'm telling you. But anyway, so if you over there, go over there. We stayed at the. I'm not gonna give these people no free advertisement, but we stayed at a boutique hotel right off of the boardwalk, which the location was fantastic. The rooms were very nicely appointed. Like really, no real complaints about the rooms. Only I wish I had a water view. We did not. We had, we were on the top floor, so we had like palm tree views or whatever. But the biggest the biggest complaint about the whole weekend is that the hotel staff, girl, let me say this. Be glad I wasn't in the mood to match energies.
Oh.
That's what I'll say. Because the hotels weren't cheap, especially for the 2-3 nights the 3 nights we was there. It wasn't cheap. And like I've been coming on this show and saying for however long we've been doing it. When I pay my money and it's a ticket, I don't got time for I don't got time for your mediocre service. I don't got time for weird attitudes. None of that, because the money is paid. So the service needs to. If you need to dig into your bag of patience or whatever it is, you need to dig into to up the level of service. You need to do that, because I've spent my good money. And so, the prime example would be you would walk into the lobby and so very clearly are about to approach the front desk. And these motherfucking moronic ass women wouldn't say shit to you until you said something to them. I'm like, no, baby. How, and my friend was like, well, I heard that's just how island people are. I'm like, I don't give a fuck how they are. I mean, they can act like that outside the hotel where I paid my money, but at the hotel where I paid my money, you're supposed to be doing something called hospitality up in here. So when somebody enters that lobby, you need to be like, hi, instead of me being like, hello. To me, I just found that to be so crazy. And so when I get some patience to write a review, that's what's going in there. Yeah, and so but beyond that, hey, that Seaside Market, Sandy Point Beach, 17 something grotto, the fucking hamburger shack on the boardwalk, bitch, everything was delicious. Girl, the chicken patty at the airport busting.
If you got the food right, then that's 50% of the enjoyment right there. If you if the food busting,
then boy, so that's 70% of the damn enjoyment.
Give me some weed real quick, and a bitch may eat 90% of the food there.
Come on. And then I'm gonna say this one last thing about Caribbean DL trade, girl. Girl, it's 2026. Y'all have got to get over it. Okay.
I know.
Y'all have got. I don't care how small your little island is or who the fuck you think know you. Bitch, it's 2026. Nobody give a fuck that you like sucking
cringe. It's so cringe. I see
nobody gives a fuck.
I think it's so fucking cringe, and I see this in other on these feeds, especially if I go on X every once in a while because I look at some pull some news feeds that's there. But if y'all know
better than me, because I only go on that bitch to watch porn. That's it.
Me too. That's
that's the article. That's the news you be pulling.
I'll get, it's funny. I would see a TV show that would have an article put, or if I worked for a company who did a live broadcast on it, I would go look at that, and then the rest of my feed is dick.
Dick.
But I noticed the algorithm don't fucking changed. where now you see all these most gruesome fight and abusive videos and whatnot.
Yeah, because that shit's a trash heap, man. Like,
Like I'm just sitting
like
here like,
for the longest time, I haven't understood Twitter. Like, I never understood why it became such a source. Like,
because people like the short feed attention span kind of style
yeah, but
stuff because you can.
I'm just like, if I'm in control of the journalism sphere, I'm, I would never have let social media become a
Same,
credible
same.
source for any type of news or any type of thing that I need to know as fact.
But
I never
but
would have let that been, that never would have made it into the APA guide. Sorry, it
but they
never would have
did.
made it.
They did. But looping back what I was talking about, you'll see these videos of these dudes still getting their ass kicked because they're gay. Like if you are reacting to, we talked about this a couple of shows ago. If you're reacting to somebody else's sexuality, that says more about your sexuality than their
It do,
sexuality.
it do.
So if you're like, I don't care if you're a parent or a grandparent or whatnot. Well, it's the time point I grew up in. That's a bullshit ass excuse because other time periods they used to abuse children too, and you don't supposed to do that anymore. No, it was in certain time periods incest was a thing too, but we don't do that anymore, do we? Or for some people they don't. Like there was a lot of things that we've done away with because we know better. So what you're saying is that you don't fucking know better. Like you have failed to actually have the ability to actually evolve your thinking or mature the way you see the world. and
Oh yeah,
and
definitely
that's
that.
all that's saying is that you need to be ground worthy, 6 feet deep. You like when there's some people they should make like you want to see forever. Those are not it. You need to die. You need to
Yeah,
die
I
right
just,
there.
I don't like,
Like
again.
your beliefs need to die right there on the ground.
Oh,
I don't wish your death, but those values, the way you're thinking, bury that stuff, bro. Because again, that is you're telling on yourself.
yeah,
Every time you're like, I fucking hate the gays. Why? Because
yeah,
like
like
there's no other reason why you
I
don't
just
like
needed to
them.
be
You
in
don't.
perspective, though. I needed to be in perspective. Like, even if that shit was, I guess I seen the parody, but even if it was real, like, you come into the room and your grown son wearing a dress, what? You getting upset gonna do what?
Do what?
That
What?
you just gonna get upset for that moment. You gonna do whatever you think you're gonna do to him, and then in a couple weeks time he gonna have on another dress, bitch.
Yeah.
The
And
the the issue you trying to solve is unsolvable because it's not an issue. That man
y'all
want to
are
put on
like
a goddamn dress. That bitch gonna put on
mothers,
a motherfucking dress.
mothers and fathers out there who still got that bigoted homophobic thing going on. Y'all
Hmm.
need to start get on your Googler and start looking for gay men fighting. These dudes don't play no more. They don't play. They got tasers, guns, knives.
And
They it,
windmills.
and windmills and baby they work out. Most of it's for vanity, but trust me now, baby. Just muscles are muscles. If they throw that fist
Hmm.
at you and land a punch, you out. You out,
Hmm.
boo. Like don't think that your son won't pop you in the mouth. Don't believe that just because you his mama that he won't throw you down a flight of stairs.
Hmm.
Don't think
Yeah.
because you his daddy that he won't roundhouse you and crack your ribs and put you in the
Hmm.
hospital. Don't believe that because you gave birth to him. Like you gave birth to him, but he could always put you back in the womb.
Yeah.
Okay,
And so we got here by talking about
the
weird
DLs.
DL Caribbean men, and I'm just
Yeah,
like, girl, just girl, get up.
it's just
It's
yeah,
no one cares.
at all. No one
You
cares. You just look
you're
stupid.
you're not that well known on the island.
Nobody cares that much.
You you asking a very masculine presenting fucking faggot if they're masculine or femme, and then don't have a picture to share, baby. Bye.
Bye. Get the fuck out of here.
Bye. Kick rocks.
Yeah,
Eat
I
this
don't.
delete. Eat
I
this block.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't need. I don't
Gotta hear that bullshit.
like. There's more. I was like, if you're not aware of it, there, as Mr. All That Shit has says, there's a line.
And yeah,
There's a
that
line.
part, that part,
Like
and then but more than that, if you're gonna be a faggot, be a faggot. Don't let nobody motherfucking tell you how to be one or that you can't be one. Stand up for your motherfucking self. So
That
again, Caribbean DL men, let it go. If you think because you on a small island and somebody give a fuck, or you're going to allow them to treat you differently because you like sucking dick, baby, don't start wasting your time being gay. Then just go be straight.
Yep.
If you can't
Better
if
let
you
it
can't stand
go.
up for it, then sit down.
Sit down. Like, better let it go. And better,
Let it
better
go.
love TKO.
Mm-hmm.
With that, baby, let's roll over here. What? So you have beef dip in
Oh
one of
yeah, I
them.
don't know if I
So
talked
tell me,
about. I don't know if we've been
no, I
on
don't think
since
you
I've
talk
been
about
back from
old
beef
beef, the
dip.
beef dipper. How was the
Yeah,
dippery?
girl. That
How
was
was the
that
beef
was
over
yet
there?
another. Yeah, that was another good time, honey. Yeah. Well, glad I got to go to beef dip because I think we're gonna talk about it a little bit
That's
later
why I
in the
brought it
show.
up, so that way we can segue into that.
Yeah, yeah. The beef dip was fantastic, and I'm glad I was there before it got weird in fucking Mexico. But yeah, it was had to run it back from last year. Fucking great time, man. From the motherfucking tea dances to all day at the beach.
Oof.
Getting fucking chair massages and free feels and fucking Casa Cupola, Secret Gardens, goddamn Jets Sex Club, goddamn
Yeah.
rolling on the river like Tina Turner, like through
Ha!
the night, girl. God damn,
Get it.
I still ain't been in Spartacus, but some of the people that I knew down there was telling me about was it Friday night? No, Saturday night at Spartacus. They said it went up, and I was like, okay, girl,
It be up in its
well,
stuff.
I missed it. God damn it, but
Baby, if y'all haven't been to PV, Puerto Vallarta, and been to Spartacus, I'm telling you,
yeah.
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's what I
You
heard.
get your
That's
steps
what I
in,
heard.
stretch. Make sure you stretch good everywhere
Stretch.
because
Clean
it's
out,
gonna
clean out long and deep.
clean out long and deep because they're gonna keep going and going and go. And it's and half of them are sitting there. They about 3 grams of cocaine in and
Ooh,
still
girl.
going and going,
Mhm,
y'all. I'm like,
mhm.
so be prepared. That's not for the faint of heart. Like if y'all are like a professional hoe like I am, I done been to some orders. There's been like 400 people in the room and more. Now, I used to go to orgies that would be 200 men every month. That was a regular monthly attendance for me, and it was the bomb. Like over in Hayward, and now they moved. They over there in Novato, but
Okay.
it's about 200 plus men that be there, and shoot, that's like an athletic event.
Yeah, girl, that sounds
Like,
like too much work to do.
baby, it's a lot of work, and you know how I am. I like to feed the children, and so like children are our future. Teach them well, let them lead
I
the
know
way.
that's right. God damn it. But yeah,
But
so it was a fantastic time. Knew some people there from Houston. Knew some people there from San Francisco, and
of
hung out
course,
with those folks a lot that weekend. It was lovely to reconnect. It was a fantastic weekend. Didn't want to leave when I had to leave, but girl, I got to get
mm,
home and make the bacon. Um,
yeah,
but from being there, I reconnected with this beautiful, beautiful Mexican
mm,
boy, man. And I don't know, we've been chatting every day ever since we had a beautiful morning.
looks
We
like
singing a lot on this show, bitch. Um, but yeah, ever since we had a beautiful morning, we've been texting a lot, trying to figure out like, when's the visit gonna happen and all that. He's been a really, really sweet kind of, I guess, reconnection to make. So, fingers crossed that this doesn't go into gay abyss, like a lot of the shit does. But while we'll have fun with it while it's here, and do our best to be present for what can be.
Very, very true. True and
Yes, yes,
true.
yes.
I
He's
think
not a
that.
he's not a country bound man. He has the visas and passports and da da
Oh,
da da da. So
okay. So there's travel options. Okay.
yes, there
Okay.
are travel and visit options. So
Good. Okay.
that's quite the relief.
I don't like. You know what is usually interesting that dating season usually is like fall and winter time, but
Mm.
apparently it's coming up in spring because you're not the first one who's had one of these romance connection moments and
Oh,
been chatting with chatting with someone since they came across them, which
oh.
I'm like, oh, this is cute. I was like, this is cute. I was like, you know what? They made fun of me because it was like Fernando is the veteran single man. They said people should start doing workshops so he could teach people how to be healthily single like you are. And I'm like,
Well, girl, give me a couple segments on that on that workshop because
because I'm like,
this bitch is perpetually single over here, and um, whether by choice or by force, shit.
I'm like, I have no advice. You know what? I'm a Taurus true and through. I like to be in my own space, in my own
Mm,
place. And I'm okay with being by myself. I would like to be with a man, but like Cher says, you don't need to have a man, but it's nice to have one. Kind of like candy. Every once in a while, you want some candy. She said it was a candy and ice cream. She said sometimes you don't want ice cream, and so yeah, it's nice to be under the warmth of another person. Do I need one? No. Well, do I like them? Yes.
mm,
Same thing with who said that? What's her name? Eartha Kitt. She said the same thing.
mm.
Baby, I'm not compromising for what? For what? For who?
Compromise for
For
what?
what? You stupid. Like no. Like and I'm not difficult. I'm not a difficult person. I will consider myself again. I said this many times. I'm emotionally mature person, and I'm not I don't find myself a difficult person to actually date. But I think I lead the perception that I do.
Mm,
I think that's one of them. I think that I do sometimes come off intimidating because I I've been told that there was like you do have a presence about you. Like you seem like when you're speaking to someone you are with lots of intent, and sometimes
uh,
that can be a little bit um
intimidating.
intimidating to men who are used to just saying, "Oh well, let's meet and see. Let's just play the field. Let's just see how that works
Oh,
out." And
I'm
me
just
is
I'm just
like,
a chill dude. I'm a chill guy.
"Yeah," and you know me. I'm like, "Yeah, I could be a chill guy too, but I need to know where the fuck I'm going.
Mm.
Are we chilling on the couch? Are we chilling in the car? Are we chilling on the grass? Where the fuck are we chilling on the roof? Where are we gonna chill at?" Because I want to know: Do you have a roof? Do you have a room? Do you have a bed?
These are all great questions.
Yeah, so in my head, this is where I'm at. So perhaps when I present myself to people, yeah, like, and and I notice this about myself is that I don't give people an opportunity to present themselves to me. I'm not
Mm,
a big fan of being presented to because I, this is, in my line of work, that's what I do for a living is present.
mm,
And I don't like to have that in my personal life. I'd rather be your 100% authentic self. You ain't got to present nothing to me. That's how me and Mr. All That Shit met. Like, he wasn't trying to present himself to nobody. He was like, here I am. Hey, bitch. And we right here. And so, like, that's my friendships because they come with authenticity. When I start to get someone that's like, I'm cool with like, let's just go ahead and fuck. Like, let's just go ahead and cut to the way I gotta go and let's fucking call it a day. Because the rest of it, you can just keep to yourself.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's my collection. I figure I share with the audience. What's been going on in my little world. Yeah.
And well,
Where we at
hopefully,
now?
this new Spoogie is not going to be is safe. Have you talked to him since?
Yeah, I was just talking to him before the show,
Okay.
and yeah, he had to Had to hunker down at a friend's place.
Yeah.
When the wrath of the Mexican cartels was going down across the state of Jalisco,
Yeah.
and and
And
yeah, was rather worried about my little guapacito, but he's all right.